Work no what. Hapa kazi tu. Hello viewers, and once again welcome to another video. And in today's video I'm doing it from my rabbit houses because I was doing renovation. I realized that my previous structure was not good enough, and in this regard I decided to do renovation so that I perfect the art. Initially I had used wire mesh and wire for protection. I mean for in the houses. But now I want to change all that. As you can see, it's tearing down here. It's tearing, it's torn, it's worn out. And it's just slightly a year since I constructed these rabbit houses in a very modern way, a very modest and modern way, because the aim of the structures, if I may show you from afar, was to effective collection of the droppings and urine, besides comfortability. The purpose of my rabbit houses was to actually do effective for comfortability and effective rabbit keeping. But as you can see down here, the wires are now torn. So I decided to do something quite different. The wires are torn, and as you can see, they are trapping a lot of dirt under the iron sheet, above the iron sheet, which I use to collect the droppings and rabbit urine. So the purpose of this video, therefore, is to show you, the changes I'm making. I decided to acquire a plastic mesh. This is it. Oil iko mingi kwa store huko. Ngoja kidogo asalimie watazamaji wangu. I decided to purchase a plastic mesh, a roll of plastic mesh, which is now the most recommended because this thing doesn't corrode or rust due to rabbit urine, which is so acidic. So this is a model of my previous cubes. I had placed wire mesh, chicken mesh here, and it has proven to be not effective due to the rust, as you can see, due to the rust. So this is how we are doing it, using this green plastic mesh, so that we effect the art of collecting urine, collecting the droppings. As you can see, these holes are wide enough to effectively collect the droppings. Once the droppings come here, I collect them as which I use as organic manure, and besides the urine. So this is effective. This is the modern way of doing it, using the right material. With me here are my fundis and farm people. Semeni, say hi to viewers. That is Wanjala, my man, and this is the fundi, Wambua. I have Hillary here, the farm manager, the man who does the educating people on all these things. And then this is me, your man. It's me again. So this is what we are carrying out today, is a repair. This is a complete section of the lower deck of the house. This is a complete section, the lower deck of the house. This is now a complete one. It's an issue. It just awaits the occupation by our rabbit. This is yet another one which we are fitting, and then 2 more. I have 4 units in that unit, which houses 2 rabbits each. The purpose of putting it that way is to make sure that they are under shade, they are well protected. These gutters here which are fitted are for purposes of collection of rabbit urine, which you can see, and the droppings which I use as manure, organic manure, in my farm during my farming. So this is the most effective way of construction of a rabbit pen. As you can see, there is one in here. There is one in here. 2. And they are relaxing. This will be the most, in fact, I think they are enjoying the stay in there. This will be the most effective way of doing it, unlike what I was doing before, which turned out to be disastrous. It can actually injure the rabbit because this is wire, this is metal, this is wire mesh, and it can very easily cut them. So I decided to change to this plastic material, which is a plastic mesh, which I bought a roll of 25 meters for Kenya shillings 9,000. This is something which is durable, very durable. This will, I know it will last for long, and it will be the most effective due to its porousness. It's the most effective wire in collection of urine and the rabbit droppings for use in my farming. So these are the droppings. These are the rabbit droppings. For those of you who don't know them, these are the rabbit droppings. And basically, this is what I'm here to do. Rabbit keeping by itself is a hobby. Rabbit keeping is a hobby. Besides the fact that this is white meat. This is white meat. Rabbit keeping is a hobby. This is white meat, which is highly recommended by the doctors. Which is very good for your health. A kilo, or rather a rabbit like this one, which is around 1.5 kilos, 2 kilos, goes for Kenya shillings. Goes for Kenya shillings 59. So besides the health benefit, you can still do rabbit keeping as a business to supplement your income. Rather to complement your income. These are all New Zealand white. I have California grey and I have crossbreed. So these are all my rabbits, which are doing very well. They are relaxing. You can see I use locally available material this is now where we place the rabbit pellets, and at times there is water too. There is water. See how my mesh is torn, and that is why I decided to change it to do something neat, which will not bring about corrosion or rust, so that it can take longer. These are rabbits. More and more rabbits in my pen. These are rabbits, crossbreeds, pure whites, the grey one, California grey. And this is basically the design of the house. Once they poop, the droppings come down here, which now I collect and use as organic manure. And by the way, rabbit droppings are among the best organic manure, rich in nutrients. Don't forget, it's a mixture. The urine itself is rich in ammonia and rather urea, and that is what we use in our rabbit farming. In our farming. And besides going organic. This is how, after they urinate, the urine comes from down here, then it drops on this gutter, and then down into a trapped container here. We use a container to trap the urine. This is how the procedure. That is from up here to the gutter, to the lower gutter through dropping, and then to a container, our collection container. So viewer, as you continue watching, kindly get to know that rabbit farming is a very, very good thing to do. It's satisfying. It gives you, you relax your mind when you come home in the evening or over the weekend or over lunch hour. That is now a male rabbit which Wanjala is transferring. Yes, it's now in its new place. Yes, good. That's a male and a female. That is how I place them when I need them to mate. This is now their new place, and as you can see, I want to believe they are now feeling better. The other thing, when we are doing rabbit farming, you must observe hygiene. Hygiene, the kind of wire mesh I had, Hilary, if you may show them, if you may show us. The other type of wire I had was not very effective in collection of the droppings, since they were closed. So I have now done away with this wire and using this green wire, which is plastic in nature and very, very effective. I learned this in some seminar which I attended some 2 weeks ago, and that is what made me to actually take the decision of overhauling the rabbit pen. I'll even remove this chicken mesh from here, which is attracting cobwebs, and replace it with this green wire mesh. This green plastic mesh. So, besides Ebunione here, show my viewers that healthy rabbit. It's a male ama female? Ni ya kiume?
Ni female.
Ni female, eh? Sawa, iweke huko. We are now transferring them. I have around 25 rabbits. Shika vizuri kama mtoto. Siambiwe unaumiza. Good. Hivyo. One whole rabbit like this I'll give you at Kenya shillings 2,000. It's negotiable. This is how we collect the urine. And see the urine dropping to the collection container here. This is how we collect the urine to the collection container there. This is now sampling. And here are my rabbits. Yeah, my rabbits in their new cage now, under plastic wire. I at times feed them with pellets, which they really enjoy feeding. So this is rabbit keeping at its best. This is how to construct modern cages, rabbit cages, or rather rabbit houses. Viewer, as you continue watching my video today, kindly remember to give me that subscription, share, like, press the notification bell for any new release of my videos, and leave any comment at any comment section below. If you want me to supply you with a rabbit, or rather to sell a rabbit to you, get in touch with me through the number which is displayed on the screen, so that we keep rabbits together. I love farming. So these are my rabbits. This is a gray one, that is a white one. You can see the damage of using mesh wire. This one is coming out, and it wasn't about poor workmanship. At times they're aggressive, they want to remove it so that they get down under here. Secondly, the collection of the droppings was not effective. As you can see, this wire mesh doesn't allow the droppings to come down. So I had to change. I will leave this other heavier wire and then place the green plastic wire for collection. You can see this area. This is equally another hole, and predators can actually get in through here and do a lot of damage by morning. So we are seeking to change all that, and this is how we are going to do it. This is actually almost complete. What remains is only to nail it at the far end, and then our rabbits will be ready to occupy. This is a rabbit pen, rabbit cage, which is properly done. There's another one here, and this mzee here, this grandmaster here who is relaxing. These are all rabbits. Notice that the collection of the dropping has been very poor. We literally had to sweep, which is dangerous. At times it can scratch you. You can cause an injury while trying to do this. But with this new concept, the droppings, as I can display, these are droppings, rabbit droppings, dry ones. They will all fall under there. I think you can now see these are droppings. Let me drop them out for you to see how effective this thing is. Notice there is no dropping, there is nothing, literally. They have all come down here, and from there, that is when we collect them. We sweep under here, and collect the droppings. Then through the gutters, we take them for farming. There was initially a lot of waste, dampness, and all that. But with this kind of, this green plastic mesh, I think the collection of the droppings and urine will be very effective. So, my dear viewer, continue enjoying as we do the repair work. This is the fundi removing the mesh. This was not porous enough. It could not allow the droppings, and it gets rusty so fast. This is already rusty and already spoiled, as you can see the holes here. So this is what we are removing and replacing it with the green one as here under for effective collection of the end product. So if I may explain, besides this being a hobby, rabbit meat is white meat, which is highly recommended by doctors due to its low cholesterol levels and some other health benefits. They are high protein, very high protein. Secondly, you'll be collecting the rabbit urine, which I use as organic foliar in my farming. You'll realize that if you Google or even when you refer to books, rabbit urine is full of urea, and ammonia, which has a lot of urea, and that is what is required for plant growth. So I equally collect rabbit urine. Sadly, rabbit droppings is the best. I think one of the highly recommended organic manure which we use in our farming. Fourthly, the business part of it. I sell an entire rabbit is of 2 kg or 1.5 kg will go for 2,000 Kenya shillings. So in multiplicity, if you have around 1,000 of them, you can really make good business. In fact, these days there are rabbit abattoirs. I know one in Thika, I know one in around Nairobi, where people are selling rabbits and making money out of it. So consider rabbit farming as a business, and besides the health benefit, you will really enjoy what we are doing. So come with me, let me show you. After trapping the rabbit urine, this is all rabbit urine, I collect it and place it in these containers. This is all rabbit urine. This is all rabbit urine. If you may bring the camera close. This is rabbit urine, ready for use. And that is what I use to spray in my shamba That is what I used to spray in my garden. I use it as an insecticide. I use it as a foliar. This is foliar fertilizer, which we buy, or rather whatever you buy in any agrovet shop. This is it, and it's the most effective. It serves as an insecticide too due to its smell. It defends of insects, but it's normally not harmful to human beings. So this is organic foliar. This, why I keep them is purposely to collect organic. You see they have pellets here, and I use locally available. This is just a plastic can which I've sliced into two and use it as a plate. So look at them. I have water, I've placed water here, so that as they feed, they continue drinking water, and the more urine I get, the more rabbit droppings I get. So this is the new system. I am replacing everything, including the doors. I need to put this plastic container, so that plastic mesh, so that my entire rabbit cages look beautiful, neat and easy to clean. So viewer, up to that point, I want to believe you've learned something about rabbit keeping, and I want to encourage you to take up rabbit keeping. We do agriculture together. For now, let me end this video there. Kindly remember to